Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and if you're new to the channel, welcome everybody. Today I'm reviewing the Star Wars Hot Wheels X-34 Landspeeder released in 2021. This ship was first seen in Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, and there was also a green variant seen in Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace. So the Landspeeder, also known as the Surasub X-34 Landspeeder, had a lot of nice gadgets built into it. In Luke Skywalker's version, which is what we see here, it had a scanner, a navigation system, and even a system to locate traffic information, which is very interesting. In the film, we saw Luke and C-3PO use the scanner to locate R2-D2, so it's pretty awesome. For the propulsion, it had a repulsor lift, which made it hover because it's a speeder, and it also had 3 turbines in the aft section, as we could see right here, which powered the craft to go forward or back. Now, I do have to say, this is not a part of the normal Star Wars Hot Wheels Starships line of die-cast vehicles. Instead, Mattel just made one to release with their normal car line. And here's a package, we can see it right here. And this is like one of those you could buy at Walmart or Target in the United States for like 99 cents or $1 and change, depending on where you live. I know some people are charging about $4 for this, like it's the Guardians of the Galaxy vessel or Wonder Woman's jet. But I guess it's where you go and where you buy it from. I don't know. Anyway, I couldn't find one. I got mine off eBay for about $3 and change, which was pretty much a steal at that point. So I'm very happy about that. Now, for those out there that collect normal size Hot Wheels like this, I tried to put it on a track, and, I'm just going to show you right now. Alright, so here I have a generic Hot Wheels track. Now, when I put this down, you can see that the aft wheels don't want to touch because the 2 engines are sort of holding it up. And it's kind of a shame. Like, it would still go down if you let it go, but you're going to have that friction from the engines, so it is what it is. So yeah, kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. Now, for the size of this particular ship, it comes in at about 3 inches exactly, and it's almost toe-to-toe with the normal release of the Star Wars Hot Wheels Starships line version, and we're going to take a close look at both of them in just a few moments when we do our massive size comparison with this. So we have a lot to cover, so sit back and relax, because we're going to look at the mold, the paint, compare it to some other vessels, and then we'll be done. So let's get started. Alright, let's kick this video off looking at the mold. Like in all my videos, I will go over all the major parts of the item, and then we'll get a nice close-up look to see those fine details. So right up front, we have our cockpit, we have our steering wheel, all the little doodads and chairs in here, which is very nice. Right here should be our power circuit access port. This gray piece, looking pretty cool. We have our turbine engines. This one has the plating hanging off of it. It's always missing on all the toys and everything. So pretty cool. We can see some nice details. Nothing like we're used to on the channel. Very basic, but you know what? It gets the job done. I don't know, I kind of dig it. It's simplistic, but it works. Here we have the aft section with these beautiful details right here. The side as well. Looking good. Pretty nice. On the bottom, we have our wheels, rivets, and copyright crap. We can see some negative space here for the mold. It is what it is. Now, getting back to the cockpit, this right here, I usually call it a windshield. The correct name is a Duraplex windshield. Getting all fancy on you guys. And then right in the front, we have our repulsor vents. So, very nice. And back here is the repulsor field generator. So that does it for all the main parts on this vessel. So now, let's get a closer look. Alright, having a closer look, we'll begin with the front of the vessel. We can see the nice little detailed lines, a little race section, recess, our panel right here. Looking pretty cool. I love all the little doodads they put on that panel right there as well. Very nice. Now, for the most part, it is very flat, so this is going to be a quick little close-up segment. On the aft, we can see some nice recessed line work. Again, mostly just smooth molding. More recessed line work. Looking good. For our cockpit section, we have our 2 chairs, which are molded pretty cool. Very nice with the silver. In the interior, we have our controls. Looks like a little cup holder. And we have our steering wheel right there. And it's mostly just blah. We have a couple race sections. Very nice. They didn't need to do all this, but it's appreciated. We also have our translucent plastic, which is done pretty well. Mine already has scuffs on it, and it's brand new. No! Moving to the front and the sides. This is really cool because on the side right here and here, for these vents, you can see it's not just flat. There is little ridges molded in there. And a lot of people don't pick up on that, but I think it's a nice touch. You can see 2 little recesses there. Looking good. Very nice. We have our seam. Pretty cool. And that's the same for this side as well. You can see all the little ridges. Looking good. Our seam line again. And here's the aft. Look at that beautiful mold. And I dig this. Even though it's not painted and it's just a piece of plastic, it works. And I love the molding on here. Especially the pylons. Very nice. Now the engines themselves, you can see those little recesses here and there. But the paint pretty much covers up all the detail that may have been there and just rounds everything out. No recesses in the turbine or anything like that. But nicely done for what it is. Now look at this. You can see all these little doodads, cables, and wires, but the problem is it's sort of rounded off because of the paint. So it is detailed, it's just very hard to see. And again, you know, no recesses or anything like that. Pretty nice. And then here we have this side. Again, very similar. Little recesses. But for the most part, very smooth. Some raised sections in the front. Interesting. Now for the bottom, we have 2 rivets holding it together. Made in Malaysia. Copyright crap. And then we have 4 wheels, which are, you know, generic Hot Wheels wheels. They even have little hubcaps on them. All in all, pretty interesting design here. And that's everything I have to say about the mold. In short, I think it's very nice. Sure, it's a little bare bones, but you gotta remember, Star Wars fans have their own collection, the Starships line. This was constructed to go with the normal, everyday release of Hot Wheels die-cast vehicles. So now normal collectors could get a shot at owning this for their collection. And no, I didn't forget about the recesses, because that was my main point. This was made to be played with. It was made for normal Hot Wheels collectors to buy. And sure, as we'll see, it does fit in with a lot of other Landspeeder types. But it's a whole different genre, if you will. Regardless, I love it. And you know what? It rolls pretty nice. So that's all I gotta say about that. So now let's move on to the paint. And now looking at that paint on the Hot Wheels X-34 Landspeeder, this baby has about 5 different colors on it. Now the main color you're going to see is a nice dark tan or peach color. See main color of the vessel. It's on the top, the sides, the aft. You know, we've seen a similar color time and time again on different toy brands. It works. Moving on from there, we have orange. And I think they did a beautiful job with all the lines on here. You know, sometimes it's hit or miss, but the main body looks great. Very nice. You can even see it on some of the turbines. Pretty cool. Moving on from there, we do have some gray. It's mostly in the front and on the sides here. And that just gives it the wear and tear effect. And I love that. Very nice. Moving on from there, we have silver. And that's for the cockpit, the molded plastic. Right here and on the sides for our vents. Moving on from there, we also have dark gray. And that's for the turbine parts right here. So all in all, that's it. So that does it for the mold and the paint, so now let's compare this to some other vessels before we conclude the video. And now for a quick size comparison with the Hot Wheels X-34 Landspeeder seen right here. I have some other Landspeeders. First, on the left-hand side, we have the Black Series Titanium version, which is pretty cool, one of my favorites. It even has an open-in port right there. Very nice. Moving on to the right, we have the Takuratami version, another winner there. And then finally, on the right-hand side, we have the Star Wars Hot Wheels Starships Collection version. And yes, there's more detail on it. It's got a little Luke, different mold altogether, but they're almost exactly the same size, just made very differently. So you know what? Let's end this little section by going over both of them in a little bit closer detail. Alright, having a closer look, on the right-hand side, we have the general release version, and on the left-hand side, we have the Starships version. And you can see there is drastic differences, but for the most part, they are almost exactly the same size, main body-wise. They all have similar details, it's just configured a little differently. You could tell that the collection version definitely has some better detailing, especially on the turbines and paint. But I guess it is what it is, right? Here's a side view. Here's an aft view. Pretty close. And here's the bottom. As you can see, we have our rivets, stand connector port, and then our 4 wheels. Copyright crap. But all in all, some pretty interesting stuff going on here. Pretty nice. And you know what? Let me put them together so you guys believe me when I say they're almost equal. And there you go. Sure, there might be a little difference in width. Actually, not really. They're pretty much equal. Like, sure, the engines are a little different. But, pretty interesting. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Which one do you prefer? So, pretty nice. All these vessels are awesome. And if I reviewed any of these and you're interested, check the links in the description below. And that does it today for my review of the Star Wars Hot Wheels X-34 Landspeeder, released in 2021. And I have to say, they did an amazing job with this. I know some people are going to disagree, but this is my opinion. You know, this is a normal Hot Wheels released vehicle. It's bare bones, and you know what? It could have been a lot less detail. It could have been. But no, Mattel and Hot Wheels went the extra distance, gave us this nice ridge and the repulsor vents going around the side, which is a welcome addition. We have some detailing in the access port on the left-hand side of the vehicle, and we have minor raised and line work all throughout. I love it. I really do. I think it's great. What would have really sealed the deal is if they put that dent in the front of it. But besides all that, very nice. Moving on to the paint, it has some little iffy areas here and there, but for the most part, great line work, great application. I really like this quite a bit. The only issue I could see is that the paint, like so many other Hot Wheels products, sort of covers the mold and you lose that beautiful detail, like in the one turbine with the panel that's off. There is some great designs there, but sadly, because of the dark gray paint, it sort of rounds out when it dries and you lose that beautiful detail. And it is a shame. But for the most part, for being a normal Hot Wheels car, it could have been a lot worse. I think it's great. It's got wheels, it rolls pretty fine. The only problem is, it doesn't fit on a track. Now, this particular piece does not come with a stand, so you could store it or display it just laying it down. Right now, I have it on my flight stand, and it looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. It's a little small on the stand, but it gets the job done for filming. So that's basically everything I have to say. If you can find this and you're a fan, I say pick it up. It's cheap enough, and it looks pretty decent. So anyway, that's everything I have to say about Luke's Landspeeder today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button. And if you'd like to see new videos every week, subscribe. Again, everyone out there, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch my content. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody. Ho-ho, you thought I was gone. Well, I tried talking to you like 3 times, but they just went on and on and on, and I was like, I can't play that. But listen, I miss all of you guys so much. I miss making videos for you, and I just want you all to know, especially the new subscribers, members of the Armada, I really appreciate everything you guys have done, all the support you're giving me, and hopefully I could start pumping out new videos for you ASAP. While I'm here, let's just go through some stuff. I know everybody is very interested in Armada, so we have the 2 squadron sets I'll be reviewing soon. Very nice. They got some great stuff in there. Of course, they're not painted, but Separatists are blue, and Republic is like a maroonish color. So very nice. I'm actually really excited about the future of Armada. Also, we have the upgraded card collection, which is very nice. I don't know if I'm going to review that. I'm just opening it for you guys. Because I don't know, I've been kind of iffy. You know how I like scan the books and the rules and the cards and I show them off? Well, apparently that's like a copyright thing. So I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that, but we'll see what happens. But they upgraded all the upgrade cards to be like the size of a baseball card, which is nice to have a unified size for all the cards. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you're new to Armada, you can pick up this box for around $25 to $40, depending on where you get it from. And this gives you every single upgrade. So you can max out one of your ships if you want with different firepower or techniques. So a nice thing to buy. Really cool. Moving on. Let me grab it real quick. We have the Republic core set. And let me move the camera for you guys. This thing is pretty sick. I love these ships so much. Very detailed. And you want to know what I find interesting about these core sets? You have the Republic set, which is basically, if I turn it around, you can see. It's just a starter set, but only for the Republic. And then the Separatist set is the same thing, but just for the Separatist. It's no different than if you are into Pokemon and you bought the video games for the Game Boy or DS. And yes, they're exactly the same, different colors, but each one has something that the other one doesn't. So it makes you want to buy 2. That's what it's like for this. So let me take this away, and I'll show you the Separatist box. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am super stoked about this particular set and the Separatist in general. To me, when I took these ships out, they look fantastic. And I'm not just saying that because they're unique and different. I mean, the paint, the detail on here. The detail is the key. It's magnificent. We have tons of little antennas, little sections, and it gets to a point with the mold in this spine, if we want to call it that goes down. It's very Geiger-esque, if you want to put it that way. The artist that designed the xenomorph from Alien and Aliens and all that stuff, it looks like a skeletal structure, almost like a biomechanical look, and it's amazing. I love that aspect. And also we have our Techno-Union transports. I know that's probably not the real name, but I love them. That's what I call them from episode 2. And then we can see the back here. Again, very similar to what we saw with the Republic version, but now it's all Separatist stuff. So, pretty interesting. Very nice. Can't wait to review that for you guys. And then, what else could I talk to you guys about? I haven't talked to you guys in a while. Life hit you hard, I guess. I've been going to grad school, working very hard. It's just time is limited. I know, the giveaway. Everybody wants to know about the giveaway. It is happening. I'm just trying to find items to do it. Okay, first of all, there's going to be 3 groups. The first group is a bunch of Hot Wheels Starships, from the Super Star Destroyer to the Razor Crest. I tried to buy as many as I could. That's door number 1. Door number 2 is probably going to be an Armada core set. Now, I was thinking about giving away a Separatist or Republic version, but that's only good for one player. So if you got it, you would just like have it like me and not be able to play with anybody. But if I give you the original core set, you have everything you need in there to play with a family member or a friend. So that's why I'm thinking I might go with that. For door number 3, I'm thinking X-Wing. So a version 2, core set, and maybe 1 or 2 expansions to go with it. And that's basically it. I'll tell you, pick a door, you'll leave a comment, and then I'll pick your number out of an Excel sheet, random generator. So that's basically what I'm heading towards. And the rate things are going, and the amount of you guys that are subscribing to the channel, we'll be having our 2,000 giveaway by the time I'm at 3,000. My God. But, I just want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching the channel and being nice to each other. Times are tough. There's a lot of people hurting out there. And, I constantly hear how horrible Star Wars fans are and how we're racist and all this other crap. But you know what? I've never once had a massive fight with a Star Wars fan on here. Everybody is nice to each other and stuff like that. And it's nice, especially in today's world, it's nice. And I really appreciate everything you guys do to make this community awesome. Speaking of community, I was thinking about doing like a Discord or something. I don't know. So if anybody has any information on how I might be able to get that started or whatever, hit me up in the comments and I'll reach out to you. We'll see what I can do. But that's basically everything I have to say. Again, everybody out there, thank you so much. It really means a lot. And hopefully I can start making new material very soon. Until then, stay safe, be positive, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.